Buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti. So this is a video, just a tour of Integrity, so you guys can kind of get an idea of where we're at, where we're located, and some of the areas inside the plant. So the first slide here just kind of shows where we're located in Ontario, and it gives an overview of the city of Windsor and Oldcastle. And then this one here shows the plan overview with some Google Map images. So here this is the main entrance of Synergy 1 headquarters, and we call it Synergy because the whole area is synergy of plants working together, and then we'll go over some other plants in the area, HT and then Innovation Center. So we'll come through the front door here. This is our lobby. This is where we showcase some of the parts we do, some of the information that's on the television screen shows what customers are coming in. Also Christmas time, we're being very festive these days. So as we go through, we're going to walk this way here, and this way it goes towards our customer area. So in our customer area, we have a lunchroom that they can sit and enjoy lunch. They also have, this is Alana. Hi, Alana. They also have the TV screen here, which shows what press their jobs are in, and also when their tryouts are going to happen. And then down this hall here is all the customer meeting rooms. So as we know customers are coming in, we'll actually book the room, have the label of the customer on the door. So when they come here, they know exactly which room they're going into. They have Wi-Fi, they can have meetings, they have private room, they have phone. Everything is just pretty much set up just for them so they can conduct business while at Integrity. And as you can see, Paul, he's a big fan of Formula One. So the meeting rooms are labeled for Formula One drivers, Formula One teams, and each room has that theme inside that room with posters and a quote from one of the drivers. And then we'll head down this way here, and this is our admin, finance, accounts payable, accounting by Sarah. As we go down, we have Patty's office, Ed's office is up here, and Kevin, hi Kevin, is also up here as well. And then at the end of the hall here is Paul's office. On the second floor, we'll head upstairs, and up here is where our PMs are, our CAD Design department, quoting, estimating department's up there as well. So we'll go to the left, and then down here is our PM area. So in this room here is our co-design, feasibility and co-design are in this area here. And then in the hallway here is our PMs. And Chris St. Pierre, hi Chris. So each office has the PM and the internal PM inside each office, so they're working closely connected together. And then at the end of the hall here is our estimating and quoting department. And that's Cal. Hey Cal. And then we'll head back down the hall this way here to the other side of the top floor is our CAD Design department. So our CAD designers are all using Cimatron right now. And up here we have about 50% of our team is in-house, and the other 50% is still working from home due to COVID, but that's actually working out really well because of the floor space up in this room. So we have a lot of junior designers, we have senior designers up here, so we're still training. And then we'll head back downstairs, and this is where we'll get into the shop. I apologize for the shaky camera. I'm not a cameraman, so it's the best I could do. So out here is our tryout area. So this is where all our presses are. All our molds are laid out right in front of the machines. So we really try hard to have them there 24 hours before tryout, so they can get in the press. It's Paul and Davide. Davide is one of our internal PMs, and Paul Franchuk is one of our mold making leaders. So internal PM will always attend one of the tryouts, or if the PM's there, he'll attend as well. This is the part that we're trying out today. A rotary angle. I'm not quite sure what I was doing here, but give you kind of a view of the ceiling, top of the machine. End of arm. the robot arms on, I believe, almost every press we have. So we'll go down this way here, and then this is our 3000, a non-rotary, but our 3000 ton. And over here on this one is another rotary press. Head back down and around, and we'll head towards our 4500 ton press here. But before that, we'll take a look at some of our fixtures. We have a small machine here that's we just use short runs, small molds in, and then some of the fixtures that Integrity has built, fixtures and gauges. We'll head up right now. Okay, this area here, this is where we start getting to machining. So this is considered our stage 1 MES. And what this is pretty much stage 1 after roughing, sometimes after gun drilling, we'll come here, start doing the square up, start doing the pre-finishing, finishing all the tapping, the drilling, a lot of the 2D work that happens in these machines. And these 270s will do finishing when we're tight on capacity, when the other machines can't handle the work. But these ones are usually doing backside, pre-finish, and yeah, the majority of all the drilling and tapping. So as you can see, there's a lot of machines are paired. So when Paul is purchasing machines, he tries to find similar makes, similar models. So as you guys know, if a machine goes down, you can pick up a job, put on another machine without too much interruption in the workflow. Shot of one of the grills that we do. And these are our shrouds. One's being worked on right now by Promac. We got a couple guys in from Italy right now working on this machine and the other machine. So we got two of these, same kind of concept as you guys. We do back inside 2D. We'll do the pre-finishing, and then we'll ship it to the finishing department. North America, we stress every block that we rough. So we rough them out. We have an oven over at HD, which you'll see that pretty soon. We stress all the blocks. They come over here, and then that's when we flip them over. And then we start squaring up, again, putting in all the 2D. On the other bay in this same Plant Synergy one, this is Alex. He's our resident Italian dialect. He's definitely knows dialect really well. But so this is our EC department. So this is post tryout engineering changes is separate from the rest of the plant. So after jobs are done being tried out, if we have optimizations, it comes here. They have a mold making team. We have machines set up for them. They disassemble the tools, do the optimizations, reassemble, and get them right over the presses, which you know are just in the next bay. So it's very efficient going back and forth. Or if there's any customer engineering changes, they'll come here as well. They'll get welded, get data updated. This department has its own CAD design as well. So if data comes in for an engineering change, they take care of it right here. And then it goes right into this department to get worked on, get torn apart, and then get on the machines to get corrected or respotted or anything like that. And then at the end of this bay here, so these are all, right now, these are all the tools that have optimizations or engineering changes on them. And then at the end of the bay, there's our laser welding area and welding area. So we have a burner table for doing full process welding. We have a laser welder, and then in HD we have the furnace for post heat. Now this is a tunnel here that connects Synergy 1 to Synergy 2. So we're gonna come through the tunnel here, and this is leading into our finishing department. This is our new build medium. So any medium-sized tools will go into this department for finishing. And then on the left here, this is a machine, a new shrav that's getting, a foundation is gonna be dug. They're gonna pour the new foundation, which machine is coming in the new year. So that's coming, it's gonna be coming up pretty quick. So these are Pro Max as well, VT 2.5s. So they're about, I'd say a 3 meter by 2 meter envelope for tools that can go in these machines. We use them for finishing. We do use them for light 2D tapping and drilling as well. This is like our leader command center here. Again, a little bit of festive cheer through the holidays. And then this is our deep hole drilling. It would be Fortuna. This is where we do all our gun drilling, IMSA machines, same style machines you guys have there. So these are 1750s, larger formats, doing some 2D, but generally doing all the deep holes, deep lines, the tools. They use Lemoyne in this area. The other areas they're using Tevis. So this is the one last area that we use Lemoyne 100% of the time for these machines. This machine here is a new addition just last year, so it's a pallet changing gun drill machine. And then on this side here is the IMSA pallet. Extremely similar to the one that is in Elman.
3, 2, 1.
Then we'll come to the end of the bay here, and then we're going to head over to our small mold division. So the small mold division will do large components, but really they're specializing in small molds. So it's molds that are under the, I'd say under the 1 meter size. So these are DMG 125s. So they do small molds. And then on the side here this is the mold making area for these small molds. So as they're being machined on the machine here on the DMGs, they'll come off the machines, they'll go right across the aisleway to the mold making area to get assembled, to get fitted, to get ready for tryout. And as I said, they do large components as well, large slides, large inserts, main inserts. And these machines too, it's roughing, finishing, drilling, tapping. These are universal machines. They can pretty much do anything that any other machine can do. They're very strong machines. And here's our erosion area, EDM. So this is a newer addition. So it's a double head, independent dual head machine. So we can do burn 2 jobs or 1 job that are mirror, or 1 job that are not mirror, and keep the heads will independently work. And there's a carbon changer in the back that will load each head independently. And these are our smaller EDMs, so it's a 157. Then we got 220s here. They're identical machines back and forth. And this is larger format for bigger tools with carbon changers as well. And then we have our 10s here that are for smaller, like from the small mold division, or for large components. We'll go in these machines, and I'll have carbon changers as well. And this is our smaller 85.
3, 2, 1.
Back in here is our carbon cutting area, so the electrode area. So they're just installing a new machine and putting new ductwork in for a carbon changer. All routers machines. And a rotor's a carbon changer here that feeds these two machines here. And then the original two rotors here again, with a robot to load the carbons into the machine. And then in this area here, this is where we do all our mounting of the carbon, saw cutting of the carbon, getting everything ready for manufacturing. Larry, how you doing? Now we're heading over to Synergy 4. So this is our new build large department. So this is where we are finishing larger tools up to, well, the one DMG, but 3 meters by 2 meters, even bigger on the DMG. And these are all Kenichis, linear machines, high accurate machines. They do really good at finishing. And again, as you can see, minus the rotors there, but all identical machines. So for programming these, it's all same spindle, same tooling, same tool sets. But again, large format HSK 63 spindles. Very similar to the accuracy of the Speedliner. We get great quality off these machines. And then on the right here coming up is our new programming room. So here all the programmers are in here programming with Tevis for the machines out there, and then they're sending the programs out there, and they're leaving the room, going out, setting up the jobs, getting the tools ready, but coming back in here to a space that they can actually sit and program and concentrate. And then this is a newer addition too, the DMG 340 gantry, large formats. The idea of this machine as well is to finish tools, but it can also do the 2D back inside, just like in the stage 1 department. So we can start the tool upside down, do the back, square up, do the tapping, the drilling, flip it over, do the pre-finishing, and then finish. Then we'll head out this door here, and then we're gonna go across the street. So this is our Synergy 3. This is where our quick response team is. This is where our new build mold making is located, and this is where our logistics hall. So we'll go in here and we'll kind of take a tour around. So this area here is mainly used for some engineering changes as well, but it's more as the mold maker is assembling the tool, and then we find that there's issues on a mold. Our quick response takes a tool from the mold maker, puts it on the machine, remachines whatever needs to be done, or they're finishing tools as well, gets it back to the mold maker right away so it can get to assembly and get the tryout as quick as possible, which is why we call it the quick response MES, QRMS. So in this department here, there is shroud machines, and they're all, as you can see, they're all very similar. They're larger machines, fit large tools, and then we also can do plates. We do components on these machines, HSK 100 spindles. All the programming happens out on the shop floor here because it's quick response. We get it. Sometimes it's a verbal lineup, sometimes it's a lineup from design that we're doing a change. And then we have a VT. This is one of the original machines. It's been there for quite a while. It's still a good machine. Again, hi Kyle, how you doing? Another ProMac. And then this one here has just been installed. This one here is the one that's going to be installed in the area that's was being prepped for saw cutting. So again, large format machine, linear machine, great spindle, very, very accurate, comparing this one to the Kenichi. Excuse me. This area here is now our new build mold assembly. So the next 3 bays are set aside for mold assembly. We got spotting presses here. We're spotting jobs, we're fitting the jobs, our CMM department's coming up. We'll check the jobs for accuracy. They'll come in here, get fully assembled, test the water, test, handwork's in this area as well. So we'll do handwork over here. And this is the middle bay. So pretty much each bay has a mold making leader. So Kevin Blundell was in the first bay, Paul Franchik's in this bay, and then the last bay would be Mike Gorey. So all the cells here have TVs where they can look at the designs. They have, each cell has its own hydraulic system, power, air, everything they need to fully assemble a tool is in each cell. So right now on the screens you see there's PowerPoints. As we move forward, we're really trying to get the Bly viewers in here so they can have a Bly viewer at each station. So they can actually bring up Cimatron design. This is just showing all our standard components and stuff that is available to all the mold makers. So we can have the Bly file on the screen. They can rotate it around, pull apart the assembly. So as they're assembling a tool, it's actually better than just a PowerPoint. This is what we're kind of working towards. Another spotting press. Like I said, this is the third bay. This is Mike Gorey's bay. Then we'll head over to the last bay. So last bay here is our logistics hall, but in this hall this is where we assemble our manifolds, install our manifolds, is this area here. And then we also have all our molds on the left-hand side, getting ready for shipping to the customer or waiting for data or waiting for instructions from our customer to find out what they want us to do. A little more up on the right-hand side is our page department. Our page department is almost like our apprentice department where we get new employees, they come here, they learn how to plug holes, learn how to use a drill press, and just learn in the trade in general. And this is just a quick view of our CMM area. Mo and Steve, how you guys doing? And then now we're gonna head over to the Innovation Center. So I'll just kind of give you guys an idea how close we actually are to the Innovation Center. It's a 1 kilometer drive. It's just right around the corner. I did speed up the video a little bit just to get there quicker. But you'll see that it's just a couple turns and we're at the Innovation Center. Innovation Center is where we do our small components, lifters, slides, inserts, but it's also where we do our R&D testing to test new cutters, new tooling, new technologies. And it's also, as we go in the front door here, this is where our NX team sits. So there's a boardroom in here, and then we have a small common area with a fridge stove, just a kind of place to sit and have lunch. And this is Tommy. This is the NX team. This is where they're located. And then we'll head out in the shop. So some of you have seen this already from Steve Kudo. But this is where all the components get assembled onto the FCS pallets. And these are our DMGs here. And then on the left-hand side, this is where we're cutting all of our optics. So this is our DMG Evo, and then our routers. We're cutting all of them. That's one test piece that we've been doing. So every small component that gets manufactured for the tools that we're building are done here. And this is our DMG 90. This is the one that we'd use for R&D, test tooling, our training machine, the one that's that anything that happens on the shop floor will go to this machine first to get tested to make sure it's the most efficient way. Hey Mitch, how you doing? And there's Steve. Steve, how you doing? And then tooling area with a Cardex system that has maintenance items in there, tooling in there, spare blocks. It's got more maintenance stuff here. And then in this area here, is our wire area, and this is our mill turn. So it's controlled by a robot. Standard blocks will get loaded into the machine with a robot. It'll cut small inserts, small slides, lifters, and then It'll run through the night. This is our wire, 2-wire machines. So as we're finishing machining, we'll wire the piece off the standard block. This is our maintenance area. So this is where we keep a lot of our spare parts for the machines, weight covers, spindles, rigging equipment will all go here, and a lot of the maintenance equipment as well. Come through this bay. This bay is where we store a lot of the steel that we hold for one of our customers. So they'll store the steel here, they'll call it up, and we'll bring it over to HD saw cut, or we'll just store it here for them until they need it. And then as we go through this bay here, this is where we're storing all of our material for our tryouts. And we'll come back through here, and then we're gonna head into our fab department. So our fab department will fabricate anything that the shop needs. If it's benches, if it's cabinets, if it's kitting, carts, if it's platforms, guardrails, whatever's needed. We have our own fab department that will pretty much come in, we'll tell them what we need, and the one guy here, Jerry, he will see the vision, draw it up, and his team will fab really whatever we need. Now we're going to head over to Integrity HD. So again, this is just a quick drive from Innovation Center. It's about maybe 5 kilometers away, so you're there in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So it's not a long drive. It's in the same general area. And at HD, Integrity HD is heavy duty machining. So we'll do a lot of the square up, the roughing, some heavy drilling. We do plate manufacturing over there, plate assembly, 2D comps. We'll go through all these as we get there, walk through that plant. All right, so this is Integrity HD. And then if you look at the map earlier, you look right across the street, and this is where Integrity HD 2.0 is being built right now. So you can see that they're getting the framework up there, foundation's already in. So this is moving along really well because we have machines coming in the new year. So that's, like I said, right directly across the street is gonna be HD 2.0. So very close to this plan here. As we go through the front door, we have a reception area for when customers come in. We have a couple conference rooms, and then we'll go over to the plant. Hi, Faye. So on the plant, as soon as we go into the plant, this is our plate manufacturing. So the YCMs here have pallet changers that will shuttle in and out a plate. So as we're setting up one, the other one's machining, and then the shuttle will just shuttle the other one in when it's ready. SCS on these, and again, large format machines, so they can put large plates in there without any problem. A lot of our plates will come in blancher ground to size, so we're really just doing the tapping, the drilling, putting all the features into each plate. And then this department here is where we assemble our ejector boxes. So all the 2D components, all the components that are for the ejector box will get delivered here, and then they'll get fully assembled, checked, tested, and then when they're complete, they'll get shipped over to the main plant for the complete mold assembly. So a lot of times too, we have some of, not saying the lesser experienced people, but some people that are new in the trade, they'll come here and they'll start in this area, start understanding how to assemble plates, start understanding the mold process, and then they'll keep moving forward through the trade. And as we walk over this way here, this is another machine getting installed, but this is our second deep hole drilling area. So for to again, IMSA, 2 IMSAs. So this IMSA here is a new addition. This is a gun drill with a trunnion table. So we can set up a job as it is like this, and we can do 5 sides without any issue. And then, yeah, so this is a new pit, new foundation for a mold mat gun drill that's coming in. Universal machine, milling, gun drilling. So that should be, I believe, spring of next year. And then this is a 1500, another deep hole drilling machine that we have. A lot of the plates get put on here, some of the components that are being gun drilled before roughing. And this is our roughing area. So these are all horizontal boring mills. We'll do the square heavy machining, do all the roughing, do some of the 2D depending on capacity. And then once they're done this area here, they'll get sent over to the furnace and for stress relieving. And at the end here's our Korea. 2 tables, large format machine, obviously doing stuff like this, castings. So again, set one up on one table, have another one set up on the other table, independently, can go back and forth depending on the setup or the procedure. And then this area here is our steel storage area and steel processing. So again, a lot of these are tools that we have jobs coming up, waiting on data, waiting on customer direction. We store all the steel here until we get the data to move forward. But also in here too are some of the stock that's from one of our customers that we hold stock for them. We do all their saw cutting as we receive orders. We have 2 large format saws. This one here is a multi-axis, so as it cuts down, the saw can turn 90 degrees or on an angle and keep cutting depending on what's required. Again, another saw, a little bit smaller format, but still large enough to cut some of the larger blocks. And these plates are just getting ready to get shipped over to the main plant for assembly. And then some blocks just came out of the furnace, just got stress relief, and then moving over a little more, that's our furnace right there that we stress all our blocks in. Large format, we can fit many blocks in there at one time, so it's not just one at a time. We can put 10, 15 blocks in there, no problem. Then this is just storage for our standard components, some of the larger blocks that we have going over. And then in here is where we store a lot of our plates that we're waiting on data, a lot of the material that comes in that's not quite ready for assembly, and some of the plates that are ahead of schedule. We keep them here until the mold maker requests them so we can ship them over to the main plant. Coming through here, this area here is where we manufacture all of our smaller 2D components. We're talking T-gibs, wear plates, small details that go onto the mold.
3, 2, 1.
Then these two machines here are set up with pallet changers. They do a lot of the smaller plates, or they'll do all of the prepping of our stock blocks to get them ready for roughing, finishing, depending on where they're going. And then this is another VT machine with a pallet changer. They're set up to do, again, more 2D components, T-gibs, wear plates, lift blocks, whatever is really needed for assembly. And then we'll head into our turning division, CNC lathes. We're doing a lot of our pillar supports, a lot of our locating rings, anything that's round stock really. Full live axis tooling. Then in this machine here, this is for our pillar supports. Some pillar supports are very heavy, so we have a robot, an ABB arm that will load the machine. After the machining is complete, it'll grab it, put it back on the conveyor belt, and then it'll get shipped out to the other end so the operator can start storing them away. And this is just another CNC lathe with live tooling as well. Then this machine here is dedicated to machining lifter rods. So putting the flat on it, anti-rotation flat, doing the tap tool, getting it to size, putting the roll pin in, is all done on this one machine. And then we'll head over this way and we'll go upstairs. This is one thing that's been in this shop for quite a while, just to promote the employee experience. This is the gym. So anyone out of Ontario can come here and work out. No problem, any time of the day. It's pretty much open 24 hours a day. You come here after work, come here before work, get some exercise in, stay healthy. And yeah, just trying to, like I said, trying to improve the employee experience at Integrity. So I want to thank you guys. I know it was a quick tour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please send me an email, send me a text, anything. I'll answer all the questions you guys have. Okay, take care. Bye.